Okay, so the first thing you guys want to do is find the RAM slots in your computer, which will usually be installed on the motherboard, right? Now, the motherboard is this thing right here that you're seeing on the screen, and the motherboard has the CPU in the center, and usually to the sides of that, you will see the RAM slots, right? Now, once you found your RAM slots, you need to pay attention next. If you're installing 2 RAM sticks instead of 1, like me, for example, right here, I got my other one right here, I'm gonna be installing 2, then the process is going to be slightly different. If you're only installing 1, then I usually recommend going with either this RAM slot right here, so the second one from the left to the right, or the last one right here. Now, sometimes you could also look at your motherboard, and sometimes in the motherboard, it will say what's the proper order. My motherboard actually has it, and it's right here behind this cable. You guys can see it, but it's right there. Now, if you're installing 2 RAM sticks, then we're gonna use both of the slots I said. So it will be the second one from the left to the right. So count 1, 2, and then go ahead and put the RAM stick like this. Make sure you align this little slot right here. It has to go into that slot right there. Now, if the RAM is flipped, you will notice that it won't go in. So don't force it, just try to align it properly, okay? Now, simply go ahead and put a little bit of the bottom in and then a little bit of the top in. And then usually I like moving it at the same time together and then try to hear a clip. Don't put too much pressure, just go ahead and push in a little bit until you hear that clip, until you see it close. And then just make sure that the bottom part of the RAM is also inside. And now we're gonna go ahead and install the second RAM stick. Now, I do recommend that you turn off your computer for doing all of this, that you completely actually disconnect it from your outlet, just in case you don't wanna fry anything on your motherboard. Now, let's go ahead and follow the same process for the last one, but we're gonna install the last one on the last slot. Find the last spot. Usually you'll be installing RAM in slot number 2 and slot number 4. Now let's go ahead and push in from the bottom and the top. And then we hear that clip, and there you go, 2 RAMs have been installed. Now all you have to do is turn on your computer, and if you're struggling to set up the RAM when you turn on your computer or your computer doesn't turn on, what I recommend is taking off both of the RAMs and only installing one first, and then turning on the computer with just one RAM on, and that should fix your issues. Let me know down in the comments if you have any other issues, and if this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.